The reality and wisdom of the notion of seeing is hidden in between the sayings and teachings, and they require the seeker to look at them with total attention, not to be taken at face value, not to be taken as mere words. Do not misunderstand the meaning of the seeing of Allah. Yes, no one can see Allah, but without a single doubt, Allah can be seen, and we shall explain how. The point of Sufism is to seek the face of Allah. Seeking ceases at death. Therefore, it must be done while alive. Hence the saying of the Prophet ﷺ, to die before you die. So in this journey, the seeker journeys inwards and sheds layers of themselves, each layer of belief being a particular veil between him and his Lord. The seeker sheds and sheds till he reaches a sudden point of Fana, an annihilation of the self. Therefore, the idea and belief of their personal existence ceases, because it has finally been seen directly that they don't have any existence whatsoever and never had any to begin with. Our idea and belief that we exist is our main veil. Only Allah exists. Then at this point, as Allah says in the Hadith Qudsi, I will be his eyes. And when Allah takes over the eyes, it is Allah who sees Allah. There are degrees to the seeing. The most pleasurable and ecstatic being the pure, single, eternal light. The first light. This is an ineffable experience of pure and absolute bliss and ecstasy. Everything is annihilated, and there is only the absolute one light and the one who is witnessing. The seeker after this experience may become attached to wanting to come back to this state. They then need to shed that desire and remove all attachment of any desire for bliss or ecstasy. Once this is achieved, then comes about a more subtle and immediate permanent state, one where Allah says in the Quran, wheresoever you may look, there is the face of Allah. This state doesn't stop, and Allah always is as He always was, omnipresent. Now let's get things into context. When Allah is seen, it is Allah seeing Himself through Himself. What is seen is a reflection. The reflection is a recognition. The recognition is the recognition of Himself as Himself in Himself. The one who sees is Allah the unseen, unchanging, and unknowable. And what is seen is His reflection. The reflection is His light, His nur. Nur literally meaning reflected light. He praised His magnificent and perfect light, and He calls it His beloved. He calls it Muhammad, i.e. the most praised. This process is what is described in the Hadith Qudsi. I was a hidden treasure and loved to be known, so I created creation to be known. When the light was created, Allah explained in the Quran, were it not for you, O Muhammad, I would not have created creation. The knowing is done by Himself, through Himself, to Himself, while always remaining the hidden treasure, unknowable, unseen, and unchanging. The light of creation is called Muhammad, Nur Muhammad, and that light is what split infinitely to end up manifesting life through the form of Adam, through which Allah knows Himself through Himself. This is why the Adam, i.e. you, humanity, is the highest creation. The level of ihsan is to worship Allah as if you see Him. But if you do not, know that He sees you. The meaning, the as if you see Him, is the recognition of the reflection, because Allah remains unseen. That is why as if is used, and the if you do not is for those who do not see, to just be aware of that reality. To inshallah become aware of the divine reflection that has always been right in front of you, even as you're watching this. This, what you perceive right now, is that light, is that reflection. And it's only veiled by the concept and idea of your existence, which you believe. And this belief is what creates separation. The descriptions regarding the seeing are for those whom are alive, and not when they're passed away, for one cannot seek when dead. If the experience is in a dream, it's a beautiful gift, but it isn't the goal. The goal is while alive and awake, to witness that which is indescribable and permanently present. So know that He sees you. Now task yourself to find Him in your seeing. That is where eternal peace resides, and that is where you are awaited. He asks only one thing from you: submission of yourself. So observe the self and see that it is not. Then He will open the door to Himself, by Himself, to witness Himself through Himself.